And we will now invite onto the stage the Liberty Award recipients, beginning with Parker Hannifin, the chairman of the board, CEO, and Parker Hannifin, chairman of the board, CEO, and president, Donald Washkewicz. Donald Washkewicz has been CEO of Parker Hannifin for 13 years, board chairman for 10, and president for 7. With annual sales exceeding $13 billion in fiscal 2013, Parker Hannifin is the world's leading diversified manufacturer of motion and control technologies and systems, providing precision-engineered solutions for a wide variety of mobile, industrial, and aerospace markets. The company employs approximately 58,000 people in 49 countries worldwide. A licensed professional engineer, Donald Washkewicz has a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from Cleveland State University, an MBA from Case Western Reserve, and an honorary doctorate in engineering from Cleveland State. Mr. Washkewicz has adopted health-conscious and holistic programs, and he's expanded the provision of alternative medical modalities for Parker Hannifin's employees worldwide. In addition, he has consistently extended philanthropic support to enhance the lives of many. Donald Washkewicz. Thank you. Yes.
Well, thank you very much. I just wanted to take this opportunity, too, to thank Jonathan and eBoard for inviting me to this wonderful event. You know, what's there not to like? You got great speakers, you got great entertainment, you got a great venue, and so it's been a wonderful evening. I just really appreciate it. There's just 2 things. I was asking somebody, did they have this at 10 years? You know, a 10th anniversary, and they said, yes, there was an event at 10. I said, when do you think they're going to have the next one? Well, probably 30. I said, 30? That's another 10 years. So I suggest that you do this at 25 at the latest. Does anybody agree with that? All right. And then the other thing is, when I came into the hotel today, they said to go, and you had to go to the one side, and I met this gal named Renee. She looks a lot like this gal that's standing next to me over here. And she proceeded to go and take me through about, 7 different lines. My only problem is now I'm went tilt on the baggage program. You know, I'll probably have another $100 in baggage fees to get on the airline to get back home, but so much free stuff. I mean, this is amazing. So thank you very much for all the free stuff. So, but I'm truly honored to be here today, recognized among this group of really esteemed doctors and professionals. You don't know this, but many of you in the audience have inspired me in my wellness and preventive medicine journey over the past 40 years. In fact, as I go back into the 80s, one of the first books I read on preventive medicine was called Life Extension, and we just heard about my fellow honorees Dirk Pearson and Sandy Shaw. And by the way, we still have that book. It's got a little yellow edges to it, but it's still intact. My wife Pam read it as well, and so really enjoyed that one. Other influencers were, and you heard from this fellow tonight too, Dr. Whitaker, and whose newsletter I still receive to this day. I've received it for many, many years. Another one was Dr. Atkins, from whom I learned a lot about nutritional supplements from his book called The Vitanutrient Solution. And then there were 2 local doctors that I worked with very close over the last, I'd say, 15 years. One was Dr. Frackleton. Maybe some of you know Dr. Frackleton. He passed away a couple of years ago, but he worked very closely with Parker to get our preventative and wellness program going in the company. And then there's also another one that's here today, Dr. Sherry Tenpenny. And Sherry's still working with Parker and has done a great job for us in helping us promote wellness throughout Parker Hannifin. Just a little history on what we've done at Parker. When I was appointed CEO back in 2001, I wanted to make a lasting and significant impact on the company. So we launched a strategy called the WIN strategy to elevate our operating performance of the company. And we, at that time, became increasingly concerned for the well-being of Parker's nearly 60,000 employees who work hard every day to make sure the company is a success. After learning the harmful effects of mercury amalgams, or mercury fillings as they're known, I had my own fillings replaced and began working to restructure Parker's dental benefits to cover composite fillings at 100% and reduce the coverage of mercury fillings to zero. Now, that was not a real popular thing, and I got a lot of bad press from the dentists from around the country. Like, what are you doing changing your dental plan, this, that, and the other thing? You know, there's nothing wrong with mercury. And so we came up with a program. I said, you know, based on what I know about mercury, we're just going to get rid of this entirely. And my legal team said, well, you can't do that because now you're playing doctor. I said, well, okay, then we're going to do the next best thing. We're going to pay, we had a 80% payment for dental work. So we're going to pay 80% for mercury fillings this year. But if you go and you get a composite filling, we'll give you 100%. We'll pay 100%. Now, it's your choice. Okay, you can do either one. Now, next year, we got a new program. It's going to be 60% for mercury, but we're going to pay 100% for composites. And then, so that went on for 5 years. Now, you know where we are today, right? So you still have a choice. You're just going to pay for it all if you go with the mercury fillings. So in North America, thank you. So in North America, just to give you an idea as to how much we were paying for there were 37,000 fillings a year that we were paying for our employees and their families, 37,000. And almost 75% of those were mercury amalgams. We've turned that now in 5 years to where 75% are composite fillings. And I think that's really enhanced the health of all the employees and their families throughout the company. I will want to just point out one more thing here. There's one person here tonight that is really doing a spectacular job. He should be up here getting an award. I was looking at the agenda. I didn't see his name. It's Charlie Brown. He's done a fantastic job. And he does so much by himself. It's amazing. He's on the UN Commission. He's got 102 countries that are going to phase out mercury. It's just fantastic. I just love working with Charlie. So anyway, the successful results of that change in our dental plan inspired us to extend alternative treatment coverage for employees to include medical benefits as well. I'm proud to say that today, all of Parker's health benefit packages now include a company-paid wellness and preventive medicine benefit that enables access to an expanded range of several thousand health practitioners that frankly were not accessible before, and broader treatment options for all of our employees and their families. So, you know, our approach is that we feel that it makes more sense to promote wellness instead of treating disease. Both traditional and integrative or alternative medicine treatments are covered benefits for all Parker employees and their families at Parker. This includes coverage for nutritional supplements. Now, people think I'm crazy, and I think we're probably the only Fortune 200 company out there that pays for nutritional supplements. You may know of others. I don't know of any that will do that, okay? And people would ask me, say, you know, Don, how can you justify paying for nutritional supplements? I mean, nobody does that. For me, it was kind of easy. If I'm going to pay for pharmaceutical drugs with all the bad side effects for those, why not pay for something that's going to do the employees some good and their body probably needs, okay? So we just said, no, we're going to cover, if we're going to pay for pharmaceutical drugs at 80%, we're going to pay for nutritional supplements at 80%. We'll put everything on a level playing field, and that's kind of what we did. The other thing that's happened is as we learn more about the ability of the body's immune system to heal when the root cause of disease is treated rather than just the symptoms, we took a strong interest in integrative cancer treatments as well. And Dr. Brzezinski's anti-neoplaston cancer treatment research is one of the first to capture my attention in those early days. And I've watched a videotape, you know, of his challenges in court and so forth. And I don't know if Emord was part of that or not, but a tremendous effort that he put forth. I don't know if he's here tonight. Is Dr. Brzezinski here? I saw his name on the agenda, but I didn't see him here. Other doctors inspired us to expand the range of cancer treatments options as well, available to Parker employees and their families. I felt strongly that it was time to move beyond the chemo and radiation treatments to options that were less toxic and less damaging to the patient. So now Parker has established a global network of integrative cancer treatment providers that are covered on the company's wellness and preventive medicine plan. That, frankly, in the past would not have happened. Our employees now have a choice to pursue non-toxic therapies for cancer if they wish, and it's their choice. You can go either way. You can go traditional, you can go alternative. We're going to pay either way, and we'll pay the same amount. So. To further drive a culture of health at Parker, we've also recently developed an extensive Path to Wellness program focused on education, nutrition, supplements, and prevention to continue to improve the health and vitality of our employees and their families. None of this could have been done without the inspirational dedication and hard work of many people in this room. It's interesting, when I was looking at all the people getting awards, I said, these are the people that inspired us back at the company. So I got to give you a lot of credit out there. You've done a great job. I see Mercola out here. I mean, I can go right up down the list, Sinatra and so forth. I've watched you all. I've read a lot about you. I follow you, and you've made a major impact. Whether we've told you that or not, you really have. So we're hopeful that other companies, hopefully following us someday, will follow our lead and move the entire country more in the direction of wellness. So we're trying to get the word out. We're trying to tell people what we're doing out there. And hopefully, over time, more companies will follow this pattern. And once again, I just want to thank you for this prestigious honor. And I want to also congratulate all my fellow honorees. I'm sorry I took more than 4 minutes, but I want to thank you very much, and thanks for having us. Okay.
Thank you, Don. Thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot. It's interesting. He says he was inspired by all of you. I found that very inspiring. When it starts spreading to big business, things are working.